guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Habak, and today we're going to discuss ODSP benefits that I think many people don't really know are out there. For those of you who don't know what ODSP is an assistance program for people with disabilities in Ontario. It provides financial assistance as well as resources for employment, health, home, and many other things. And today we're going to discuss different types of benefits that are available to ODSP recipients that many people may not know are necessarily out there. I just want to mention that all the information in this video has been obtained by the Government of Ontario's website, which I will link in the description below. When it comes to health benefits, ODSP has like a plethora of different programs meant to help with people with disabilities pay for a number of different medical devices, treatments, even transportation, and access to medical appointments and whatnot. One of the things that I love is the fact that ODSP pays the client portion of all of the devices and equipment that are funded through Ontario's ADP program. For those that you don't know the program, it's called Assistive Devices Program. And basically they provide funding for things like mobility devices, i.e. wheelchairs, scooters, communication devices, like you name it. There's like, I think, 20 or so different categories of funding for both medical devices and equipment on an ongoing basis. And usually ADP requires that people pay 25% of the portion that it needs to buy the device. But if you're on ODSP, ODSP covers that 25%. So all medical devices and equipment is 100% free for ODSP recipients. And that is just only one of the things that ODSP pays for. There are also a plethora of other devices related to your health and prescription drugs and everything that is like related to medical devices and treatments. ODSP also has extra benefits to help with home and utilities. Now, the amount they give you each month is supposed to help cover the cost of your living situation, whether that be rent, mortgage, and the cost of utilities and whatnot. But if you need extra support for the home that is above the maximum rate, or if you need support for utilities that usually it's around energy consumption and like for energy efficient programs, they do help with that as well. So there are different mechanisms that you can have that need extra support in those categories. When it comes to employment benefits, ODSP actually has quite a few programs to help people gain employment and stay in employment. For instance, they help with things like, paying for childcare for the upfront cost, and then continuing for childcare if that's something you need to pay for, then having that deducted from the amount that you have to submit to ODSP. And there's disability related expenses. There is things to help you start and gain employment, and more funding to help you continue your employment, and even funding to help you transition outside of ODSP in terms of the financial assistance component. But if you still need help and support for the health benefits, then there is support for that without having to worry about the financial landscape. Because again, ODSP does want people to gain employment and to have the ability to move off of the program. And that's it for today's video. I know I threw a lot of information at you, so if you have any questions about any of these specific programs, please leave a comment and I will let you know any more details about any of these programs. Or you can also check out my blog, which I will link in the description, where I discuss many of these programs in detail, because this video was more of an overview of the extra benefits that people can get while in ODSP. And I'm going to actually link this video to the one about starting a business with ODSP, because that goes over many of the employment benefits that the program has to offer. But if you have any questions about the health benefits and about the housing benefits, please let me know. Again, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week.